Hi you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tag called the throwback tag, which should be a little bit interesting because that'll tell you a little bit about my past and how actually really weird I am or was when I was little. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm just going to get started and not really ramble in the beginning. So it's called the throwback tag. So the first question is, what year were you born? I was born in 1996. Yeah, I'm kind of a 90s child. People are like, no, you were born after 95. And I'm like, so? At least I wasn't like 98. And I remember 90s and a lot of things from the 90s. Do you have a picture from when you were young? Actually, I do. I have many from when I am young. None that are actually in my room. So unfortunately, I cannot show you, but I do not look anything of what I do now. So I'm kind of glad I don't have any on hand because that would be embarrassing. Okay, number 3, a TV show you grew up with. I actually grew up with a lot of shows. Teen Nick and stuff shows them now. It is actually a throwback to the 90s at night around midnight until like 3 a.m. So, as you can tell by that, I grew up with Rugrats, Hey Arnold, all of those shows that are shown on Teen Nick now at night. I grew up with all of them. My favorite was the Rugrats. Loved Tommy, Chucky, Phil, Lil, all of them. It was great. Favorite show of my childhood, pretty much. So, sorry, dropped the paper that has questions. Video of myself to show. I actually do not have any videos that I can put into this video, unfortunately. All of them are on little cassette tape thingies that go into a video player. So, that's how old the videos are. But there's a lot of them actually. A lot of them are really, really funny. A lot of them are weird. You know, old childhood memories, stuff like that. Favorite toy to play with when you were little? Probably my favorite thing to play with was those little marble machines that you put a marble in the top and it go down like the little tubes, and there would be like sticks that you can pull out. I love playing with that. And then there was like this one with stairs that would go up, and you put this little thing and it would just like fall down a slide and it keep going. I don't know, a lot of you probably don't even know what the heck those are, but I would play with those a lot when I was little, and they were so much fun. Nowadays people are on like iPads playing like, I don't know, Sims. I even know I do that, but still. I say a lot. Something embarrassing. Something embarrassing. Oh, there's this one picture. Oh, I should have gotten this picture. We have a picture from when I was in preschool or kindergarten. It was it's so funny now, but back then it was kind of embarrassing. I was like in a dress or whatever, you know, getting ready for my preschool graduation or whatever, and my mom wanted to take a picture of me, so I'm like smiling or whatever, and then I flicked the camera off, but I'm too young to know that it's flicking off the camera, kind of like that, except without this finger. So it's kind of embarrassing now because it's like, oh, whoops. But oh well, it's actually really funny now that I look back at it. Another one is, when I was little, I did not have the best ideas in my head. I would do a bunch of stupid things, but I just didn't care. But I do a lot. Sorry, I just noticed things. But I locked myself in my mom's bathroom, and I could not get myself out at all. I didn't know how to open the door back. I was like 5, and I got one of her lipsticks and got it all over myself, all over my arms, all over my legs, all over the bathroom floor, all over the wall. I don't know why I did it, but it's so embarrassing because my mom shows it to everybody, including my boyfriend. So it's kind of like, great, okay, I'll be known as the lipstick bandit. Yeah. Okay, on to the next question after those embarrassing things. Something you wrote when you were little. When I was little, I actually was featured in an assembly in my elementary school. I actually wrote a poem, apparently, that my teacher really enjoyed, so she wanted me to read it in front of the entire school and the parents. So it was a poem about George Washington's horse, because you were supposed to write like something about something being big and strong. So I decided to do George Washington's horse because that's what we were like studying during that time. And no one else did that. No one else picked like an animal or something and thought about what they felt. They just picked, George Washington or one of the soldiers, which everyone knows. Everyone does that. So I guess she thought it was unique or something and featured me. So I don't really remember how it went, but it was pretty cool. I remember it somewhere. I think my mom still has it. 3 songs you used to love. I would actually love to listen to John Denver, Rocky Mountain High and stuff like that. All those songs, I would listen to those all the time. I would put it on the little cassette player. A lot of you don't know what those are, and I would be jumping up and down on my bed, screaming my lungs out to it because I loved it. Another I would listen to is the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Boys in Motion. I think that's what they're called. I just remember we are the boys in motion, we give you our devotion. A lot of you don't even know what that is, but you get my point. I would listen to all of those. Backstreet Boys, oh god, NSYNC, I can't remember exact names, but I remember I would listen to them all the time and their songs in general. There's no 3 songs I would exactly listen to. It's just generalizations of a bunch of music into one. So, on to the next question, shall we? Something you dressed up as. Actually, I dressed up as little things when I was little. Obviously, everyone switches off. But I think the cutest one that I ever was a pumpkin. It was just really, really cute. Except if I'd fall, I couldn't get back up because I couldn't figure it out because of the costume. So it was actually really funny at the same time because I could not get back up. But yeah. Next question, a funny story. When I was little, we were at St. Augustine, Florida, and there was these little lily ponds in this place we were at. I think it was a golf course or something, I'm not sure. But I was walking and I happened to fall into one of them, and I was screaming, I was crying, I was covered in mud, I was wet, I was not happy. My mom pulled me out and my shoe was missing, so I was screaming that I wanted my shoe back, and it was just really, really bad, but it was really funny that I look back at it. And then I remember there was no sink they could wash me off in. There was nothing they could do. So, you know how they have waterfalls? Yeah, my mom had to end up putting me under the waterfall and holding me there while everyone around her is looking at her like she's killing me. So that is the funniest story of my childhood. Next question, something you kept since you were little. I've actually kept this little worm glow thing that I would have in my bed with me because I was afraid of the dark. His name was Wormy, and he was battery powered or something, and he'd glow up, and he was plastic. I loved him, and I still have him somewhere around here, but I kept him because I liked him. Next question, something weird you would do. I'm sure I did a lot of weird things, but I don't remember what I would do. I bet I can ask my mom, but honestly, I don't remember anything weird because I've just been weird my entire life, so I don't see anything wrong with it. On to the next thing. Scariest thing that happened to you when you were little. Scariest thing that would ever happen to me is my nightmares, and then I would hallucinate sometimes, or have an asthma attack in the middle of the night and have to go to the hospital. Sums it up all right there. And last thing, how is the world different now compared to when you were little? Well, that's actually self-explanatory, obviously, because there's a lot more technology that is invented now than there ever was when I was little. There weren't iPhones, there wasn't big screen TVs, there wasn't flat screen computers and laptops and all of these. And there obviously were no iPads or tablets or anything like that invented. So all of that is new to me and new to everybody that's from before all of that technology. And nowadays kids do not go outside very often. They do not play board games. They don't do that stuff unless their parents make them. They're on a phone. There are 9-year-olds and stuff with phones. I did not have a phone when I was little. I had crayons and a piece of paper. So yeah, they're either on the TV, on an iPad, playing video games, Xbox, any of that. I was on a Game Boy, playing with crayons or playing with my Tamagotchi. So the world is very different. I'm gonna have to end it here, so hope you enjoyed and stay awesome.